During the 2012 NBA season, a huge trade, in hindsight, almost went down that would have sent Klay Thompson to the OKC Thunder in exchange for James Harden. Sam Presti declined the trade because he was reluctant on taking on the bitch-ass contract of Andre Biedrins. So as a result, Klay Thompson remained on the Warriors and later became a huge part in the super team Golden State Warriors while becoming the splash bro to Stephen Curry. While James Harden was sent to the Houston Rockets, his numbers are pretty much history. He's an MVP. So for this video, we are going to revisit the 2012 NBA season and see how Klay Thompson would have performed with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. We are then going to flash forward to the 2018 NBA season and see how deadly a backcourt of James Harden and Stephen Curry could have been, while assuming Kevin Durant still joined that Golden State Warriors team. So here we go, guys. The 2012 NBA season, the teams are looking like this. You know, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Klay Thompson. Thing about this team is, at this time, I will say that James Harden was probably the better player. He was a six-man on this team, but I think in the long term of things, Klay Thompson on the OKC Thunder is an absolute amazing fit. Just because, like, a big worrisome of when Kevin Durant went over to the Warriors was that there's only one basketball on the court, right? There's only so many shots to be had. But Klay Thompson has already shown that he can be that third option on a team and still be very efficient at, you know, with his three-point shooting and everything. And I think that was the worrisome of having, James Harden on this team long term, is that it was like James Harden is a guy that needs the ball in his hands to really dominate, as does Kevin Durant and also Russell Westbrook. So I absolutely love this fit right here, guys. Not to mention you got Serge Ibaka that you can also keep on this team now because, at the time, they decided to keep Serge over James Harden. So it's like Klay Thompson will be on a rookie deal in this case, making him more affordable. So yeah, man, you get to really keep together the core of this team, assuming that Klay Thompson becomes the player that he became on the Golden State Warriors. Then we look over here at the actual Warriors team. And of course, man, this team has not become the team. What the hell Steph Curry look like that for, man? Goddamn. It looked like goddamn LeVar Ball's ugly son or something like that. I don't know what's going on here. Yo, whoever made this roster, man, like, why don't y'all just using the normal Stephen Curry? He's in the goddamn game. But yeah, so you got him with James Harden right here, guys. Oh my God, like, for this season, yeah, this would have been good because I think James Harden actually did make the All-Star team the season he was traded over to the Houston Rockets. But he was still not as good as he is now. But still, man, this team right here, like in a few seasons, oh my God, like Stephen Curry, James Harden, which we are going to see later on in this video. He's got David Lee, who was playing at a pretty good level at this time. Carl Laundry, Jared Jack. I think these rosters, for the most part, are accurate. It might not be 100% because this is 2K18. You got Harrison Barnes, who was a nice piece of the puzzle there. Draymond Green, they still drafted. Yeah, that was in 2012. Yeah, so in the second round. So he still did not become the player that he became later on. But I don't know, man. I don't know how these teams are going to do because you look at the other teams out there, you still have teams like, you know, the Miami Heat that have LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. So I don't know if we're going to be able to beat those teams here, but we're going to see how both these squads do out here, guys. So I'm going to simulate this 2012 NBA season and see just how good these new look teams can do. Okay, so the OKC Thunder with Klay Thompson, record of 55-26, Golden State Warriors 54-27 with James Harden. The Rockets, ironically, actually finished second place, guys. That's with Kevin Martin on that team. So that team somehow managed to still pull that off because I think Kevin Martin was their best player. I thought he's bad. Just I was not really expecting second place in the Western Conference. Similarly through date here, final games of the season. And the Warriors do take an L on the season. That's all good. And similarly through date, here we go, guys. What do we got? So the Rockets actually got first place. We got LeBron James, the Miami Heat, MVP. Damian Lillard, Rookie of the Year. Was he a rookie at this time? I don't remember that. Sean Marion, six-man on the Mavericks. Tim Duncan, Defensive Player. JaVale McGee, Most Improved. Kevin McHale, Coach of the Year on the Rockets. And yeah, okay, so All-NBA First Team. James Harden didn't make it as a member of the Golden State Warriors with LeBron, Mike Conley. God damn, y'all see them Grizzlies? 3 players, All-NBA First Team. Really, 2K? That's crazy. All-NBA second, Russell Westbrook, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Paul George, and also DeMarcus Cousins. And All-NBA third, looking like this. So yeah, Klay Thompson did not make it, which is to be expected. Yo, how the Grizzlies get so many players All-NBA first team? Like, it must have been their season or something. They even make playoffs? Bro, the bitch asses even make playoffs, man. God damn, y'all out there stat padding. That makes no damn sense, 2K. I can't believe that. Okay, check out these players' stats on the season real quick here. For the Golden State Warriors, we got James Harden at 26 points, 4 rebounds per game, and 7 assists. Looking like an all-star already, just like he did make the all-star team that season. Steph Curry, 18 points, 6 assists. I think at this time, like, this is when Steph Curry was really starting to come into his own. You know, he had a lot of ankle injuries early on in his NBA career. Harrison Barnes did his thing. David Lee looked okay out there. Draymond Green, jack of all trades type of player, you know, even early on. So, yeah. Over for the OKC Thunder, Kevin Durant, 24 points per game, 7 rebounds. Russell Westbrook at about 20 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. So Klay Thompson, pretty decent numbers, like not amazing scoring numbers, 12 points per game, 4 assists, but I mean looking like a decent, third option. I was expecting a little bit better than that, not going to lie. I was expecting him to be more about an 18 point per game scorer out there, but at the same time, I feel like Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant really did underwhelm themselves too. So yeah, okay. Playoffs. Looks like these teams, if they both move on, will meet in the second round of the playoffs. So simulate current round here, see how they both do. And okay, so the Golden State Warriors got knocked out by the San Antonio Spurs. I think that's somewhat realistic. I mean, that was with Tim Duncan on the team, and back in 2012, he was still beasting on that team, no doubt. So yeah, closeout game looking like this. This was actually before Kawhi Leonard was on this team. He was drafted in 2011. So yeah, I mean, Tony Parker's still Tim Duncan. James Harden, 25 points, 9 assists in the closeout game here. And then you got OKC moving on, winning 4-1 against the Utah Jazz. Their closeout looking like this. 39 points for Kevin Durant. Klay Thompson at 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. All right, here we go. Spurs and OKC Thunder. Simulate current rounds. And, okay, so OKC moves down 4-2. It also looks like, guys, that you see on the right side of the screen there, the Miami Heat got knocked out by the Atlanta Hawks in the first round. That is absolutely unbelievable. Okay, OKC, LA Clippers. Simulate current round. Got them 4-1. Closeout looking like that. Triple-double for Russell Westbrook. We got Klay Thompson at 9 points. He's really not shooting a ton for this video. Okay, we got, who's on the Knicks, man? Getting that damn third seed. Melo, I'm sure, right? That was the Melo days. Amari Stoudemire, Tyson Chandler, J. Kidd. Okay, yeah, that team was beasting. Okay, here we go. Simulate current round. Wow, dude. Oh, my God. Yo, I'm going to say, man, they blew a 3-1 lead. Y'all see that, guys? The New York Knicks just blew a 3-1 lead. The OKC Thunder, guys, finally get themselves a championship with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Russell Westbrook all on the same team. I think a lot of that has to do with Miami Heat, getting knocked out the first round like that. But, yeah, man, absolutely crazy. So let's go ahead and jump to the current 2018 NBA season and see how these teams would be looking. Okay, 2018 NBA season. For the portion of this, guys, we are going to assume that everything else in the NBA worked out exactly the same. Just because there's so much to look back at 6 years and really just, being able to predict how the NBA would have turned out. So I thought for fun, pretty much we have James Harden switching teams with Klay Thompson. So yes, this Golden State Warriors team, absolutely insane. Like, this might low-key actually be an 8-2-0 challenge, guys. We have 3 of the top 5 NBA players out here. Stephen Curry, James Harden, and Kevin Durant all on the same team. I have no idea what the record of this team is going to be, guys. I'm going to predict probably about, I'm going to say 7-9 wins. 7-9 wins for this team. They're just that crazy good. So we got Draymond Green, who developed to be an 88 overall power forward. You got Zaz out there snapping ankles and taking names. And then for the OKC Thunder, a little more underwhelming, but still a really good-ass team here with Russell Westbrook, Klay Thompson, who is the perfect fit for this offense, alongside Paul George, Carmelo Anthony at power forward, and Steven Adams at center. I really like and look up at this team. I'm going to say it's probably going to be the OKC Thunder and also the Golden State Warriors, who are going to meet in the Western Conference Finals, and then whoever wins that is going to win the NBA Finals. Just my prediction, guys. But here we go. Let's simulate this season and see just how crazy good these teams can do. So the Golden State Warriors still played great out there. I predicted 79 wins, which is just like an insane prediction. They got 67 on the season. Once again, guys, the Houston Rockets, although they kind of got screwed in this video, still second place in the Western Conference in the OKC Thunder with Klay, 62-19 on the season. Then the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's see if 7 billion Memphis Grizzlies make All-NBA first team again without making playoffs. I have no idea how that happened, man. Like, that's probably the most insane part of this video. Okay, MVP, 6 years later, guys. LeBron James, Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year, Jeremy Lin, 6-man, DeAndre Jordan, Defensive Player with Chris Dunn getting Most Improved, and Tyrone Lue, Coach of the Year on the season. Chris Paul, All-NBA First Team. We got Stephen Curry making it. Marcus Gasol, we got Memphis Grizzlies up there, guys. All-NBA Second with Russell Westbrook and James Harden making that. All-NBA Third, we got Kevin Durant making it. So no Klay Thompson that I'm seeing, unless I'm blind, which is a very good possibility. Player stats on the season. We got, so Russell Westbrook, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Paul George at 21 points, about 20 points out there for Melo. And then Klay Thompson, 18 points, guys. Just this, like, so many offensive options on this team. Like, any one of those 4 guys, you don't mind taking the shot on offense, right? It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, so it worked out pretty nicely, I'd say. I don't know, man. It's just nobody really absolutely took over. Like, the ball movement on this team was actually pretty crispy out there. So it wasn't Russell Westbrook being a ball hog or nothing like that. Then on the Warriors, we have Stephen Curry at 31 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. James Harden, guys. So his backcourt combined for almost 60 points, almost 11 rebounds, and almost 20 assists per game. And getting about 3-4 steals out there. Kevin Durant at 22 points, scoring way down. It would make sense, though. Just, I don't know, man. If you were the coach of this team, guys, who is the first option, who is the second option, and who is the third? That is a question I simply cannot answer, guys. I have no idea, because it's like, how do you make James Harden or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry a third option on your basketball team? But in this case, it was Kevin Durant. Here we go. We do have playoffs. So first round, it is OKC San Antonio, which I think might have been last time around too, maybe. And also the Golden State Warriors LA Clippers. Similar current rounds. See who wins it all this time. All right, so both teams are moving on as the Golden State Warriors get a nice sweep of 4 games, 0 closeout game 25 for Stephen. A near triple-double for James Harden. And then we got over here, Carmelo at 27 points, 22 for Klay Thompson, only 9 shots. Wow, he was not shooting a lot. Wasn't doing that in his rookie season either. All right, here we go. OKC Houston, Golden State Denver Nuggets. Similar current rounds. And we got both teams moving on, guys, to the Western Conference Finals right here. Here's the stats for both teams. Looking like this. James Harden, 32, 10, and 8, 25, and 10 assists for Stephen Curry. All right, OKC Golden State Warriors. Similar current rounds. Okay, so we have the Golden State Warriors winning 4 games to 2. Boston Celtics, Golden State. That would be a very fun series to watch as Stephen Curry drops 50 points, 24 for James Harden. But I don't know, man. This team right here, I don't see anybody like being these Golden State Warriors. It's just not going to happen. Similar current rounds. And Golden State Warriors win 4 games to 1, guys. Stephen Curry still getting the Finals MVP. Anyway, guys, it's crazy to think about how much this NBA would have changed. If this trade would have went down. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to drop that like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And peace out, my friends.